Good afternoon. It's time to share the Bible with you again. And I'm going to share it starting with Luke chapter 3, and we'll start on verse 31. This is Mary's genealogy. It's all of her grandpas. Might be even some of those grannies in there, I'm not sure, because some of them have names that sound like women's names. But, like Maliah, that's on this verse, which was the son of Maliah, which was the son of Menon, which was the son of Mattathiah, which was the son of Nathan, which was the son of David. Now, yesterday when I talked about Nathan, I was talking about the prophet Nathan. And the prophet Nathan he and Bathsheba stuck together. And Bathsheba, I guess, was friends with Nathan the prophet. And so one of the next son that she had after Solomon was called Nathan. She named him after that prophet. And that's the one that was Mary's great-grandfather. Joseph's was Solomon, but Mary's was Nathan. And then it says that he was the son of David. And God had promised David that his kingdom would be established forever. Let's read that. It's in 2 Samuel chapter 7, and it's when God is promising him, build him a house, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. It's what he says. He's talking about David's offspring. So let's read that. Let's read that here. When he tells Nathan to say, "Go and tell my servant David, thus saith the Lord, shalt thou build me a house for me to dwell in?" Let me give you time to find that. It's 2 Samuel chapter 7. And I'm starting in verse 5. Someone asked me not to go so fast, to take it slow so they can find these places. And I almost forgot. But now we're in 2 Samuel chapter 7. And I'm starting to read in verse 5, where the word of the Lord came unto Nathan, saying, "Go and tell my servant David, thus saith the Lord, shalt thou build me an house for me to dwell in? Whereas I have not dwelt in any house since the time that I brought up the children of Israel out of Egypt, even to this day, but have walked in a tent and in a tabernacle. In all the places wherein I have walked with all the children of Israel, spake I a word with any of the tribes of Israel, whom I commanded to feed my people Israel, saying, Why build ye not me an house of cedar? Now therefore so shalt thou say unto my servant David, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I took thee from the sheepcote, from following the sheep, to be ruler over my people, over Israel. And I was with thee whithersoever thou wentest, and have cut off all thine enemies out of thy sight, and have made thee a great name, like unto the name of the great men that are in the earth. Moreover, I will appoint a place for my people Israel, and will plant them, that they may dwell in a place of their own, and move no more. Neither shall the children of wickedness afflict them any more as before time, and as since the time that I commanded judges to be over my people Israel, and have caused thee to rest from all thine enemies. Also the Lord telleth thee that he will make thee an house. And when thy days be fulfilled, and thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, I will set up thy seed after thee, which shall proceed out of thy bowels, and I will establish his kingdom. He shall build an house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever." Forever. So David had that promise. And this is so wonderful, isn't it? When you think about all these men, all these daddies, and all of this coming back up to Joseph. He was Heli's son-in-law, or Mary's daddy. He was the son of Joseph, which was the son of Heli. So Heli, with all that I know about it, Heli was Mary's daddy. And all of these people came in between David and Jesus. It was his genes that was in Mary, and Mary's genes, and the Holy Ghost gave the other part of the genes, the God's genes, to Jesus. And that made the Son of God, who is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, and he will be on his throne forever. He's a king forever. And so God is keeping his promise, has kept his promise to David. Isn't that wonderful? And so then it says, which was the son of Nathan, which was the son of David, which was the son of Jesse. Now we remember when David was going to be anointed king, God sent Samuel to Jesse's house and to anoint David. And of course, the big brothers, they thought, oh, surely this is it. Samuel was thinking, surely this is the one, because he was just so big and handsome and ready to go. But God didn't choose any of those. And finally, Jesse sent for David. He was keeping his sheep, and David was a lad. I don't know how old. Maybe he's a teenager. I don't know. But Jesse anointed him the king because the Lord said, this is he. And he was a nice-looking man, young man. And the Lord wanted David for his king. And wanted David for his genes, all of his genes, to come and be in the Son of God, who is Jesus Christ. It's amazing. So he was the son of Jesse. Now let's find out who else is in this wonderful line. Which was the son of Jesse, which was the son of Obed. Do you remember Obed? Yes, if you remember, I taught you the book of Ruth. I taught you the book of Ruth. I'm teaching the book of Luke now, but the book of Ruth, in it, with a main character, one of the main characters was Boaz. And Boaz, of course, married Ruth. And Ruth had Obed. And remember, Naomi became nurse to Obed. Naomi was Ruth's, Ruth's mother-in-law. She was Ruth's mother-in-law, and from marrying Chilion, which was Naomi's son, but he died, and then she came over into the land of Israel, and Boaz married her and brought up Obed for the name of Chilion, who had died. So Boaz was rich and good and kind and godly, and he married Ruth, and they had Obed. Of course, then Obed had Jesse, and Jesse had David. So Obed was David's grandpa, and Boaz was his great-grandpa. And so that made Ruth his great-grandmother. Isn't that amazing? So then it said, which was the son of Boaz, which was the son of Salmon. Now, I want us to go back to Matthew chapter 1, and I want us to see about Salmon. And it's coming the other way, so it's going up to Jesus instead of away from Jesus, back in the past. It's going up to Jesus, and it says, and Salmon begat Boaz of Rechab, and Boaz begat Obed of Ruth, and Obed begat Jesse, and Jesse begat David. So it's the same little section of history there. But we find out that Salmon was married to Rahab the harlot. Rahab the harlot. Go all the way back to Joshua. Listen to this. Joshua. I'm giving you a chance. Find Joshua, honey. Find Joshua. And find chapter 6 in Joshua. And find verse 25. And Joshua saved Rahab the harlot alive, and her father's household, and all that she had, and she dwelleth in Israel even unto this day, because she hid the messengers which Joshua sent to spy out Jericho. So Rahab was saved from Jericho, and she ended up marrying one of the princes of Judah. Might have been one of the young men that came and she hid. We don't know. Could have been. I don't know what Jewish tradition might say about it. The Bible doesn't really tell us it was him. But she married Salmon. Okay, so she married Salmon, Rahab did, and they had Boaz. So Ruth had two mother-in-laws, didn't she? Mothers-in-law. Who did she have? She had Naomi, and the other one she had was Rahab the harlot. Isn't that amazing? Now, whether she was alive or not, I don't know. When she married Boaz, because Boaz was an older man. I don't know if she ever met Rahab. But Rahab had faith in God. And that's why God spared her, because she had enough faith to hide those spies and put that scarlet rope in the window so all of her family would be saved when all the walls fell down. I read one account in an archaeological book where they went and dug up around Jericho, and that one said there was one portion of the wall that didn't fall down. I never saw it again. It's almost like if that was true, they hid it. They didn't want it to be known that one of the areas of the wall didn't fall down. And it didn't really. It didn't. Because Rahab lived on the wall. That's how she let the spies down. And that part of the wall did not fall down when the rest of it did, because Rahab and her family were in it. Isn't that amazing? So Ruth had her for a mother-in-law and had Naomi for a mother-in-law. And because Boaz was Rahab's son. Wonderful, wonderful news, isn't it? That Rahab had such a wonderful son. And he married Ruth. And Ruth and him had Obed. And Obed had Jesse. And Jesse had David. So Rahab was David's, great-grandmother. Okay, his grandmother would have been Obed's wife. His great-grandmother would have been Ruth. Ruth was his great-grandmother. And Rahab was his great-great-grandmother. Isn't that something? Did you know that? Did you know it? That's why I'm sharing the Bible with you. I dug all that out, and I was thrilled by it. Just to know all of that. And Salmon, so it says, which was the son of Boaz, which was the son of Salmon. Now, Salmon was the one that was married to Rahab. Boaz was her son. Obed was her grandson. Jesse was her great-grandson. And David was her great-great-grandson. Right? Rahab the harlot. Isn't that interesting? She was blessed, wasn't she? Okay, which was Salmon. I think you do the L in these. Not salmon. Salmon, when it's a fish, you don't. But I think you do with this Salmon. Which is the son of Salmon, which was the son of Naasson, which was the son of Abinadab, which was the son of Aram, which was the son of Ezram, which was the son of Pharez, which was the son of Judah. Now we're getting back in some more that we know. Okay? So Naasson, Abinadab, Aram, Ezram. And then we get back to Pharez and Judah. Now we know the story about Judah and Pharez, don't we? We know about Judah. He wouldn't give his last son to his daughter-in-law, who had seen the death of his two other sons, for reasons that you could read about. Let's see where it says to read about it. It had to be in Genesis. It had to be in Genesis. Let's see. Yep, it did. It had to be in Genesis. Genesis 34, 33. Genesis 11 and 24. Let's look. Genesis 11 and 24. Let's look and see if it tells us about that. I think that's too early in it. Oh, I know where it is. It is right in between the story of Joseph. Do you remember? We're right in the middle, good part of the story of Joseph. And in comes the story of Judah. I remember that now. So I'm going back to, in the story of Joseph, right at the end of the book of Genesis is the story of Joseph. Okay, how he gets taken into Egypt. And then verse 38, chapter 38, talks about Judah. Talks about his daughter-in-law, Tamar, and how Tamar tricked Judah into thinking she was a harlot and got him to come into her, and she became pregnant, and she was pregnant with twins. And one of them was Pharez. So that's Judah's son, which was the son of Pharez, which was the son of Judah. Okay? Which was the son of Jacob, which was the son of Isaac, which was the son of Abraham. Okay, that's right there is how Mary is a Jew. Mary is a Jew. The Jews are all the people that are children of Israel, who first name was Jacob before God turned it into Israel. And so it says that Judah was the son of Jacob, and Mary is in that lineage. So she is a Jew, which was the son of Jacob, which was the son of Isaac. Remember, Isaac and Rebekah had Jacob and Esau was the one, Jacob was the one that got the blessing, which was the son of Isaac, which was the son of Abraham. And Abraham was the friend of God, and Abraham received the promises of that land of Israel that belongs to Isaac and Jacob and on down into all the Jews. So we're seeing some wonderful things in this genealogy. And then we go on, let's go on back, which was the son of Thera, which was the son of Nachor, which was the son of Serug, which was the son of Regal, which was the son of Phalec, which was the son of Heber, which was the son of Salah, which was the son of Canaan, which was the son of Arphaxad. Here we come into some more you know. Which was the son of Sem or Shem, which was the son of Noah, which was the son of Lamech, which was the son of Methuselah. Remember him, 969 years, the oldest man that ever lived, which was the son of Enoch. Enoch walked with God and God took him. Which was the son of Jared, which was the son of Malaleel, which was the son of Cainan, which was the son of Enos. He was born after Cain killed Abel. Then Enos was born. Which was the son of Enos, which was the son of Seth. Seth was the one that was born after Cain killed Abel. Then Seth was born, and he had Enos, which was the son of Adam, which was the son of God. So God made Adam out of the dust of the earth, out of clay, but he called Adam his son. Wonderful, huh? Okay, that's it. I can tell a lot more, but I'm running out of time. So we'll go on for chapter 4 tomorrow. God bless you.